Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Aranza. For today's video, I thought why not show you my summer makeup, and this is what it looks like. It's very glowy, very bronzy, and if you want to know how I achieve it, please keep on watching. So I'm going to start off by just putting my hair behind my ears and a clean moisturized face. I'm going to go in with the Drunk Elephant moisturizer. So now that I moisturized my face, I like to go in with a lip balm. I like to let it sit for a couple of seconds just so it sinks into my skin and it gets all those good benefits. So now I'm going to go in with my primer, and I like to just apply it on the areas I have texture. As you can see, I have a little bit of texture right here and a little bit over here. Nothing too crazy right now. My skin's actually doing pretty well, and like I said on my last video, I don't really have acne. What I have are acne scars. Like all of these are scars. Well, this is a pimple, but all of the other ones are scars. So I like to put a little bit on my finger, warm it up, and then apply it. Just on the areas that is texturized. Like I like to go over, like right here, yes, you can see like I have a lot of like redness, but it doesn't really have texture, so we don't have to put it there. You can put it under it though, because I have a pimple right there. And then over here, and then a little bit right here. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a scar right here, so I just like to fill it in a little bit. And then I go in to my nose to fill the pores that are there. So now we're gonna go in with our foundation. I saw a comment in one of my last videos saying how a skin tint would benefit me for the summer. I do agree with that comment, but personally, I do have a lot of things that I want to cover up, so I would use a foundation. But this one is very lightweight, so it's perfect for the summer. I like to start off in the middle and work my way out. Basically just spreading it around, and you'll do the blending and patting in with your beauty blender. Ooh, I look a little crazy right now. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I always tend to look at the viewfinder, and the viewfinder is my computer, and I'm just like, damn. Don't forget to drag it down a little bit, close to your ears, and close to your hairline, pretty much everywhere. I forgot to use my milk cooling stick. So now I have my damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend it all in. Don't forget to drag it down. As you can see, there's a little redness still peeking through the foundation, so I'm just going to go in with my NARS concealer and cover that up with a small brush. Instead of going in with another layer of foundation, I'd rather cover that specific spot. Going for a little bit more, and a little does go a long way. You're trying to cover up a pimple, blend around it first, and go over it very gently. That's pretty much what I do to cover them up. I find that it's easier to cover it up that way, because when you're just going straight to the pimple and trying to blend it in, sometimes you're just picking up the product that you placed, so it doesn't really work. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer under my eyes, do a little triangle, and then the other side. Then I apply a little bit on my nose where I put highlight, and a little bit on my cheek, again where I put the highlight, and just the tiniest bit on my forehead. And then I blend it all in. So normally I would go in with my translucent powder, but because I am going for a more natural look, I'm just going to use this one instead. It's also by Laura Mercier. So I'm going to put it where I need some coverage, right here, the other side, just a little bit on my nose, basically everywhere. Okay, so now that I look like a ghost and I don't have any features, we're gonna put some color back into my face. We're gonna contour and bronze. So for contouring, I like to use a smaller brush. Just go in, tap the X's off, and start at my forehead because I do have a lot of product in my brush. Naturally, your forehead would be the darkest part of your face, so that's why I like to start there. So if it's a little darker than the rest of your face, that's totally fine, because naturally that's what it would be like. Now I'm gonna do my nose. The trick for nose contouring is to follow your natural shadows. So what I like to do is look down, just really see where they start and just follow that. Blend it down. Because again, your nose would be a little more tan than the rest of your face. Because if you think about it, when the sun hits you, that's what usually gets burned the most, your nose and your forehead. So naturally, they would be a little darker. So that's what we're going for, a natural look. So now I'm gonna bronze the face, give it a sun-kissed look. My big brush, tap the excess off, and again, start at your forehead. And then sharpen that jawline a little bit more. So now I'm going to go in with my brows. I'm going to brush them up. And I'm going to be using my pomade. Or should I use my brow pencil? So I'm going to do my brows really quick and I'll be right back. So for my brows, I use my pomade and my brow definer. So you can see I like them a little bit thick and dramatic. Now I'm gonna go in with a concealer brush and really quickly clean them up a little bit. And now I'm gonna use my brow gel to keep them in place and give them more volume. I like to start at the tail and go towards the middle and the front. The reason why I like to start at the tail is because at first I get a little bit too much product, and naturally the end of the tail would be darker. So that's why I start there and then work my way to the middle and then the front. So now I'm gonna go in with some blush, tap the X's and start at the apples of my cheeks and work my way up. Kind of blending it into the bronzer and contour. I like to smile while I apply my blush. And lately I've been putting it on the tip of my nose. I think it looks so cute when your nose looks flushed. Now I'm going to go in with my highlighter. I like to grab a little bit of both, but mostly this one. Tap the excess off and put it on just like that. I did grab a little bit too much this time, so let's just really blend that in. Put some under my brows, on my chin, and forehead. And then with my fingers, I put it on the tip of my nose and on the bridge. Look at that highlight, that looks so pretty. So now I'm gonna use some mascara on my lashes. And now I let it dry so I can curl them. I wouldn't really recommend to do this if you're scared of ripping off your lashes. I'm doing it because I'm crazy. But I mean, it works for me, so hopefully it works for you. So I'm just gonna let it dry for a couple of seconds. And then I'm just gonna go in with my curling lash. Really make sure I grab them and curl them. Now the other side. I do use the other hand for the other side. I don't know why I do it like that. I mean, I feel like it's easier to get to the roots of my lashes if I use the same hand. And I look down. For me personally, it works pretty well. Just make sure to be careful if you do try to put your mascara and then curl them. I do find that it holds them in place longer though. And one more thing I like to do is put a little highlight in my inner corner, so that's what I'm going to do really quickly. Now we're going to do the lips. Put some chapstick. I'm going to put a little lip gloss. I really like this shade. I just like to put a little bit. And now I'm just going to put the tiniest bit of gloss over it. And the last step is to set it all in place with my favorite setting spray, the Too Faced Coconut Water. Shake it really well. And then I just use my mirror to fan it out. Now I just check that everything is how it's supposed to look, that I don't need to wipe something off or apply a little bit more of something. This is the final look. This is what my makeup looks like throughout the summer. Very glowy and natural. Except my brows. I can definitely say that my brows do not look natural. But other than that, I think it's really cute. It's very summery and glowy. And to be honest, I know it looks like I applied a lot of products, but because my foundation is water-based, it's very light that I can barely feel any products on my face. So that's why I really like that foundation. And I think it turned out pretty well, and it looks really nice. What do you guys think?